This is your Newline interactive touchscreen, and what you'll see is there's a home button on the front here, and you also have pop-up sidebars with a home icon, and that takes you to this screen here. So what we have on the home screen is you have HDMI 1 in the front. You also have a HDMI where your laptop sits. We have our whiteboard app, and so this here, you've got two pens that come with it that just sit in the front. And what we can do with this whiteboard is we have the ability to choose with the front of the pen one colour, and then with the back of the pen or your finger, we can have another colour. So if we come in here and we do this, we can also erase with the hand. So this is a lot more efficient than using a standard whiteboard. We also have our shapes and colours in here. And what we can do is, if I do what I'm really skilled at, we can press this button down the bottom here with the arrows. You can pinch and zoom and use two fingers to move the board around. So if you want to, you can either add a new slide and go back and forth like you normally would, or if you use the zoom functionality, you can create a dynamic whiteboard where you actually plan your lesson out in steps and do a walkthrough. The three dots down here in the whiteboard gives us the ability to save, and we can save it to the internal memory or to USB, or if you want to, and that will save it as a whiteboard file, which will only work on these screens. If you press export, you can save it as images or a PDF. So if you want to send the notes to a parent or to a student who's unwell, you can save that to USB and email. What we also have in this three dots area is you can add in images, text, sticky notes, etc. So you could have images on USB that you just put into your whiteboard. There's also tools, so you can bring up rulers, protractors, etc. And if you draw in that blue line, it'll draw a straight line like so. We also have a canvas, so you can split this up and get the kids to work up to 3 splits. So everyone can have a different colour, have a little bit of the whiteboard, and then when they're done writing, you can just press screenshot, and you can either crop the image or you can just press the whole image. And what it does is that will paste it into your whiteboard. Last but not least is you can navigate back and forth between your pages down here, and then you have your settings icon here, and in the settings you can go into your default settings and you can change the background, so you can have the default colour and pattern. So if you want to do your Queensland Modern Cursive, you can change that background, and then when we go into your slide, you will now see you've got that background which you can do my really bad writing in. And to change that back, just go into the settings, default, and turn the pattern off. The next page will have nothing. So that's your whiteboard. If we press the home icon, what we also have is screen sharing. So I'll be labeling this 5Y for this classroom. But with this, all you need to do is follow the instructions on the screen for Windows, which is press Windows K, and then find 5Y and connect to that. Once you connect it, a little box will appear on your laptop which says, would you like to share keyboard and mouse? If you tick that, you'll be able to touch the screen and will control your laptop. Otherwise, the only other functionality you really need to worry about is this Newline tools, which I've put here. So this allows you to put instructions, traffic light, dice, all these different things, stopwatch, timer on the screen. There's also a spotlight. We can adjust the transparency. But the cool thing about this is you can have your instructions or your traffic light on the screen, and then the little icon at the top here lets you minimize it into the corner. You can go in and out of your laptop or your whiteboard. That will still remain there, and you can bring the instructions back up and change that to whatever you want so the kids have a visual guide. So this is really handy for primary schools. And if you look on this sidebar as well, what you'll see is you have the ability to, say you got your laptop on the screen, you can press the third icon down which has like a notepad and pen, and that just lets you annotate over the top of whatever's on the screen. We also have a shortcut to go into the whiteboard here. So if you're in your wireless screen sharing, rather than having to hit home and click whiteboard, you can just press this icon on the side and it takes you straight back into your whiteboard. Otherwise, you have your power button for on and off down here. You also have a volume adjustment, brightness adjustment, so we can turn that up or down. And then the 3 dash line next to the home button down the bottom here will bring up your quick settings, which has your freeze, your mute option for your audio. We can also bring up your different inputs, and you can also do a split screen if you want between apps that are installed on here. But yeah, enjoy.